runway back here. Okay, pop it up to right here, looking, kind of touching the end of the runway with your nose there.
Okay.
And then lots of rudder to keep it straight. And then it's coming alive. Airspeed green, pushing it forward, holding it right down here, ground effect. And I'm looking for 55, 59. So I'm gonna go for 59. There it is.
Let me just take off.
Now I'm gonna catch it, climb out.
All right.
Once I clear of the obstacles, drop my nose. Look for about that pitch for 73.
Okay.
And it's not going to give you the speed though because we still got flaps. So 60, positive rate, flaps can come up. And I totally missed that entire thing. That's okay. I was trying to get it on, turned on, and I was not paying attention earlier. Alright, now we're up and running. Yeah, these beautiful warnings like this, I'm trying to get them on the tape.
Sorry, just staying in the pattern then?
Oh, yeah. Because we're just going to go over these landings, takeoffs.
Okay.
And there's nobody else here to plug us, so we're recording. Alright, so at this point, go ahead and maintain your 80 here. Looking off your shoulder there. We're a little bit turned out here, so let's straighten ourselves up here a little bit.
Alright.
And leave your power at 1500. So we're a little wider than normal, so we might turn a little earlier than normal, but I'm not too worried about it yet. So let's go make our turn right here.
Okay.
And we can have a wider then and a longer approach than normal. So we can make it a little wider and a little longer than we normally would.
Okay.
Now we're looking for that 70.
Pierce County traffic, Cessna 12904 Fox, base for 17 Pierce.
We've got the one notch flaps in already, carpet's on, everything's good. Pitching to that 70, so it's about level flight. We're definitely wide out here, so might add a little bit of power, maybe 1600, 1700 RPMs. Okay, and we're gonna make kind of a turn here. I like to go a little bit sharper, but it's whatever. I kind of started you when I.
Yeah, I was kind of like thinking about it, just doing like a 180.
We'll get over here on final. Alright, so at this point I'm going to start putting in some flaps. So I'm feeling like I got the runway sort of made, so I'm going to put in one. I'm not changing my power yet. I'm looking for 60 knots now though, so one more notch of flaps, which is my short field approach speed, but we're doing a soft field.
Okay.
So one more notch of flaps. Alright, so now I'm kind of letting it slow up to 60 here. You'll see it?
Yep.
Now the sight picture I'm looking for here is I want the numbers basically maybe 2 inches. So right now the dog park, the little dog park right there, that's about where I wanted it, where it did it there. So now the fence pull it is where I would do, but don't do pull it. So that's where my sight picture would be. Whoops, we're getting way slow, so I had to put that pitch down there. And we just leave that power in.
Good.
We're coming in here. We're still a little slow here for this one, so at this point I would still wait. So let's just speed up here for a second. Oh dang, we totally missed it. Oh well, go around.
Go around?
Yep. So full power, car beats in first. Yep, 20 degrees 5.
20 degrees.
Pitching for 55 to 59. I usually go for that 60, so don't let it overpitch.
Okay.
Keep that nose there. Yeah, so we got way too slow, so it brought us down way too early.
Okay.
Alright, and then drop your nose here. Now we're clear of your obstacles. And you can bring up one notch of flaps. Now we're looking for that 60, positive rate. Last notch up. And then quit aiming that way. You're turning off kind of funky. So pick something out in front of you. Usually at high school, I want to be on the west side of it. It's in front of us. That's a good landmark. It's straight in front of us. Pierce, night traffic. Cessna 129 for Foxtrot going around left traffic 17. Pierce. This guy, what the hell he's doing? Whoever called remaining left traffic is not that guy, obviously. So be in the numbers, carb heat, power back to 1500. Maintain altitude in the flap range, one notch of flaps.
I got that too.
Okay. And then pitch down for 80. Looking over our shoulder here. Wait until we get our distance. And we're going to turn a little early, so go ahead and make your turn.
Alright.
The last time we came was short, so there might be wind up there, I don't know. It doesn't look like it, but now we're looking for that 70 on the base. Right there.
First count driving Cessna 1294 Fox, base for 17 Pierce.
Maybe it's just so nice and smooth out this morning, we're just not used to it.
Yeah, it is. I mean, at least on the weather, it said it was really smooth.
Yeah, it feels like we're floating around. Yeah, leave that power at 59. And yeah, nothing. There must be a little wind in here.
Trees don't seem like they're moving very much.
Nope, I don't see any indications whatsoever, but other than that dust over there. And then try to make those turns 30-degree banks so it comes in nice and sharp. And then let them know you're on final.
Pierce count driving Cessna 1294 Fox, final for 17 Pierce.
Okay. So at this point, I'm holding that 70-ish, and I'm feeling like I want one flap.
Yeah, we want.
And I'm happy. I'll do another one. And one more. I try to get them done pretty early, so now I'm going 60, and I'm holding 60.
Okay.
And it's going to be a little bit lower. It's going to be like right here. So
okay.
This is 60 pitch here. And give me my power a little bit more. Yeah, this thing is sluggish this morning. Damn, we're coming up short again.
On the left base for 17.
So we're just waiting for our obstacle, which is going to be pretty close here.
Okay.
So we're trying to hit that second stripe. So right here, pull your power. Push forward for 60. And then we start flaring here, but add power. Give me 200 RPMs. There you go. A little bit more. Right there. And then now we're just going to set our wheels down first and keep this nose wheel up. And we're just going to hold it here. So we're doing a wheelie down the runway basically, right?
Okay.
And now we back our power out slowly, and then that sets our nose down into the grass, which is going to drag on it pretty heavily. That's what we're kind of trying not to do. Look at this guy. How is he going?
Doesn't seem like he's that high.
No, he does not.
Sierra is turning final for 17, full stop.
There's some twin traffic headed across midfield. Watch out for it. Cool, so that's soft field.
Okay.
And you can use that technique for all of your landings of adding a little bit of power to soften it up, because I mean, the idea is to have nice soft landings, but you don't want to go crazy with it, but I mean, and then short field, when I said we would have flared, kind of when we added power, right there when we started flaring, that's where I'd start flaring, I wouldn't add any power, and that would take us right through ground effect and set us down kind of stiff on the second stripe. And if we aren't going to make the second stripe, we have to add power to make sure we make it. You just burn, give it enough to get there. Don't want to come up short.
Right, so, Mike is upwind of 17, departing to the south, last call.
So as soon as the examiner says soft field, we're just going to pull it back, and we're going to put in 10 degrees of flaps. Okay, that's really the only difference there. And then you can make your call.
Alright. Pierce count traffic, Cessna 1294 Fox, taking our runway 17, left close traffic, Pierce.
Okay, then just quick flow check, lights, camera, action. Got our lights on. And this guy's at alt. Got fuel. So, alright, good to roll. And again, we don't want to use brakes any more than we have to. Just keep it rolling, so you want to give it a little bit extra power. If you're in the grass, you'll actually need a little bit more power to keep it moving, because it bogs it down. And then depending on what kind of field you can land on, I mean, it could be sand, it could be whatever, it can really bog you down. And then height of grass, if it has a little extra height on it, it's even worse. Alright, line us up, full power. Let the nose pop up and kind of release a little bit of pressure on the yoke, and then pull it right back up to where you're kind of just seeing the end of the field.
Okay.
You can go a little steeper if you wanted to. It'll take off earlier, but this is, for training purposes, plenty good. There it takes off. I push forward, push forward, push forward. Look at my airspeed, and I've got my 60 knots or 59, and then I kind of bring it up and climb 59, which is a little steeper than normal. And then once I've cleared the obstacles, drop my nose. And I'm looking for that 73 pitch, but I can't speed up because I'm flaps in, so I'm 60, positive rate, flaps come up, and a little more right rudder, because you're cattywampus, and then use something out there to aim for, so like that first hill or the high school, just be over on this side. Usually kind of the little bump over there, and then that Graham Hill, and then that's kind of what I use in between those. And then keep me climbing at 73. That's where the mountains start to come into play, where you can use those too.
Alright.
And you can pick a cloud or whatever out there. It's good. It works. And do you want to see the whole traffic pattern if you're watching these on YouTube or not?
Sure.
Yeah? You're going to watch the whole thing?
Yeah, sure.
All the way around? Okay. I'll leave it on then. If you don't like it, then leave it in the comments.
Alright. Rear sky traffic, Cessna 1294 Fox, downwind for 17 Pierce.
I've done so many patterns, I'm like, this isn't that interesting. But, you know. Alright, so we're going to do another soft field landing. And basically when we do soft fields, we're already set up for that short field approach anyway, so.
Okay.
So it's the same thing, we're just not going to add power when we do our short field here at the end, the next land. So basically I'm coming up being the numbers.
Crosswind for 17.
Back of my power to 1500. And we've been coming up short each time, so we're going to turn a little earlier than we did last time. So.
Alright.
And then looking for 80 in the flap range, so don't dive first, and then there's my flaps, and then I start that descent. We're still cranked a little bit here. I guess we got some wind up here, kind of a crosswind. It must be doing it, so you don't seem like you're drifting too far. So, better turn a little early. Good.
Sierra traffic, 3 Papa Sierra, on left downwind 17, full stop, for 2.
Rear sky traffic, Cessna 1294 Fox, base for 17 Pierce.
So that sight picture that we were talking about, you know, looking off our cowling, you know, having 2 fingers above it, that works even if we're really high. It's still the same sight picture, I just pull it further out. So it'll kind of work out for you. So we're going 70 now.
I feel like we are drifting here.
Yeah, there must be some wind up here. It feels so smooth though.
Yeah, it feels really smooth, but you just see like...
But you can see the top of the smoke out there, where it's just chopped off and ends. So maybe that's where the top of the wind is.
Maybe. Rear sky traffic, Cessna 1294 Fox, final for 17 Pierce.
Alright, so now feeling a little, you know, I'm not bad here, but I'm a little on the high side, so put in 1 notch of flaps. Looking for that, just to maintain the altitude, because I'm going to slow down with these flaps. So
okay.
1 more. And then I'm looking for the 60 on this last one, so 1 last notch of flaps. And now I'm pushing forward to kind of hold 60 here, but leave my power right where it's at. So all I have to decide right now is when to pull the trigger, which is the throttle.
Okay.
So I'm just waiting for that sight picture, which basically once my cowling gets within 2 fingers of the runway, so right here, pull the trigger. Now we push forward, we're going to hold 60. We did get a little slow there.
Yeah, a little bit.
But it's okay, it's going to work out perfect for us. So at this point, I would start flaring, but now I'm just going to add power. So give me that 300 RPMs or so, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, and then start building that back pressure and get that nose up here, and then just hold this nose in a wheelie as it sets down here. And then you can cut your power, and we'll just go ahead and brake. But normally you wouldn't want to use brakes again because you're on the grass.
Okay.
And then we'll go off the thing a little bit here.
Papa Sierra, turning final 17.
I feel like it really bogs us down there as we went across that grass with just 1 wheel.
Yeah.
So imagine
all 3 wheels.
Yeah, it can be pretty funky. So it can really bog you down. And this is, you know, this would be high grass sort of almost, where you'd want to have it mowed better than this if you're landing. And after landing, so pulse lights off, car beats in, flaps are up, after landing check is complete. Good.
Okay. So same thing, just all the way back?
Yep, so all the way back and flaps. Okay, and he's clear.
Rear sky traffic, Cessna 1294 Fox, taking off.
Okay, so soft field takeoff again. Lights, camera, action, we're good.
Yeah.
Forget those. And a little more power here because you want to make this turn, and in a real one it's going to bog you down a lot here.
Okay.
Just use whatever you need for simulation purposes. And we're trying to do, you know, no braking, minimum braking. If you have to use them, you have to use them. And then power us up, watch the nose pop up, and then reduce it a little bit to hold it right in there. Lots of right rudder. Thumb coming off your right rudder. There you go. And then right in here. And starts to lift off. Push it forward, but not too fast. Hold it right in here. Look at your airspeed, and then take off. 1 second.